Hello, this is Maxine Wright-Walters coming to you again to talk with you during the corona situation. Let's say that. So, a lot of us are at home, and some of us can't figure out how to keep ourselves happy at home. So, what I want to talk to you about today is consider the fact that we are still living our best lives. We're still on the alphabet circle journey. And so, amidst all the fear and uh, depressive things we're hearing about, we can still focus on our best lives on the alphabet circle journey. The concept of the alphabet circle does not go away because we have corona or any other thing going on, because at the end of the day it's about how do we cope. Let's say that again. How do we cope? So for those of you who are readers, I'm suggesting that you get a copy of my book, The Alphabet Circle Journey. There it is. It is a very easy read. It has great tips for you during this time, and it will help you to cope. It will help you to cope. So, you understand some basic fundamental principles of life, and that will lead you to cope. So you don't have to respond to every call that comes your way. And when I say call, I don't mean a phone call. I mean, what you hear on the news, or, what your friends call and tell you. Don't forget, there are a lot of chicken littles around the world. The sky's always falling out for those people. And you have to recognize when you have a chicken little on your hand, not to even go there. You listen, you let it go by you. Just watch that thought, watch that thought. Watch that idea. Watch that go by you, what the chicken little has just said to you. So, I want you to remember that. And then I want to talk to you about fear. In this book, I cover a bit on fear. And why did I take the time out to cover fear? Because it happened to me. It happened to me. While I went on my quest to find my best life, fear met me. Fear met me. And it was an experience that I just didn't understand. So I just woke up one day and fear was walking around with me. I realized that things that I was able to do, like driving on, here in Pittsburgh, we have a lot of high roads. So, you're driving on the side of a precipice, meaning, we have a drop off. That's a better word. We have a drop off. So, a lot of bridges and so on. So bridges, those drop off roads that are on the drop offs, I travel those roads all the time. I travel a lot, driving. I like to drive. I like to be outdoors. I like to drive across the country. I just love those things. I'm an outdoor person. But fear came upon me, and oh my goodness, I couldn't drive on those roads anymore. I felt like my car was running off. So I had to deal with that, and I talked to you in the book about the scene when I went to Disney World and what happened to me on the drop. The Tower of Terror. What happened to me there? But so the experience was horrible, 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 horrible. And at some point, in chatting with one of my girlfriends, she pointed out to me that, Maxine, hey, that fear, it's not something that's from God. It's something else, and so you need to look at it differently. And so what I did, I recognized the fear. I did. I said, okay, every time when fear showed up, I said, okay, you're here. I'm not going to fall for this. I am going to drive my car on this road knowing that my car is not going off the road, because that's how I felt that the car was going off. So I would say, okay, there are 5, 6 other cars in front of me. They're on the road. They're driving along. And I'm self-talking all the way through this. So fear, I'm not going off the road. Today, you are not going to do this to me. And I would continue to say those things, whether it was driving my car or any other activity that, I became fearful in that moment. And I tell you, I did this for a while. I want to say maybe 1, 2 years. And it eventually went away. It eventually went away because I was not fearful of fear anymore. Once I recognized that it was fear and it came to destroy my life. Fear doesn't come from God. So I didn't want to enjoy that. I'm a spiritual being. I believe in those things, and I was just not going to do fear anymore. So I spoke to the fear. I spoke directly to fear. Hey, you're here. I recognize fear. You're here. I'm not going to do this with you. Okay. In the case of my car, I know I'm not driving off the road because there are other cars on this road and I'm not having it. And so once the spirit of fear recognized that I was on her or him, whatever, I don't know if it has a gender or not, it eventually went away from me. And I can tell you that I've not had those experiences since then. So when I say don't fear, I am telling you because I've been there. But I'm saying that you can get over that. And in this pandemic, I don't want you to fear. I don't want you to fear. Even if fear comes upon you, which is natural, like I said, you talk your way through it. There's something called self-talk on the alphabet circle journey. And now you have to self-talk. What is it you want to self-talk about? Your fear. Where's your life going? Your relationships. Yeah, you want to self-talk about that too. That relationship you're in that you know is no good for you, but you don't know how to get out. Well, you can get out. Self-talk. I know there are other people telling you things. This is not good for you. This is not good for you. This is bad for you, and so on. But at the end of the day, it's what you believe in. And what I want you to do is believe in yourself. On the alphabet circle journey, believe in yourself. We know we're here. We know fear exists. And what we know also is that no matter what kind of interaction we're in, it is finite. Even this pandemic, Corona, it's finite. What does that mean? It's not going to be here forever. No, believe it or not. This too shall pass, and we are all going to be fine. Yes, a lot of times we have things that visit us in the world and we get a population check. And this may very well be a population check. And if we look back in history, we've seen it happen many a times. We have had many a plagues around the world, and we have seen that we get a population check or even the natural disasters. So, life happens, and it happens for the best of us. So I am here to tell you today that life happens, and it's happening for us right now. But your response to your life happening is what is going to get you through. Don't panic. Don't panic. Self-talk. Self-talk. Look in the mirror, stand in front of it, or sit in front of it. Look in that mirror and say, I am the best. I am going to get through this. I am strong. I am powerful. I am able. I have what it takes. Yes. Say those things to yourself in the mirror and repeat those things 7 times. And you know what the surprise will be? After 7 times, you are going to start believing it. And I want you to repeat those things in front of the mirror 3 times per day. If you want to do more, that's fine. But work on yourself while you're home. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. And you're going to come through this being a better person than when you started out in this corona situation. I'm rooting for us all. We must continue to live our best lives. What I want you to do is get a copy of the book. It's available at Amazon. There's a link below in the video where it will take you directly to Amazon and you can get this book. This book is an easy read during this time. This book is something that will help you to get through this stressful situation that we're going through. Let me turn the back of the book so you can see it. There you go. And subscribe to the video. The link is below. Subscribe to the video. Like the video. All my contact information is below there. And make sure you live on your alphabet circle journey and live your best life. I'll talk to you again soon. We are going to get through this. We are going to be fine. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take a minute. But we are going to get through this. Thank you so much for watching my video. And I will talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.